Namo Buddhaya. Good afternoon, dear Dhamma friends who are joining us here from Zoom platform and live on YouTube. Welcome to our December Puja and Dhamma program hosted by IBFC, Indonesian Buddhist Fellowship of Canada. It is a blessing we can get together. I hope you all are doing well, healthy, and staying safe. The topic for today's Dhamma program is generosity of a noble disciple, and we will be guided by Bhante, Jeewananda, from the Buddha Meditation Center of Greater Toronto. Before we start, there are a few information and guidelines we would like to share. This program is live on YouTube and being recorded. The content will be available on Maha Mevnawa Buddhist Monastery, Toronto, and IBFC Toronto YouTube channel after. During the session, microphone will be muted by the administrator. You are welcome to raise hand if you have questions during the Q&A time. Turning on camera is optional. However, it will be nice to see who we are speaking with, so turning on camera is being encouraged. Please be present and participate in sitting position. And lastly, we encourage everyone to be mindful during the program. I would like to introduce our honorable speaker, Venerable Jeewananda Bhante. Jeewananda Bhante propagates the Dhamma under the guidance of the most venerable Kiri Bhagoda Nyanananda of Maha Mevnawa Buddhist Monastery, which was founded in 1999 in Sri Lanka. Bhante received the higher ordination in 2005 and is currently the chief monk at Maha Mevnawa Monastery and Buddha Meditation Center of Greater Toronto at 11175 Kennedy Road in Markham, Ontario. You're welcome to visit mahamevnawa.ca for more information. Welcome to the program, Bhante. Namo Buddhaya.
Namo Buddhaya.
Now let's hold our palms in Anjali to request Bhante to lead the Parita chanting.
Okay, dear Dhamma friends, now we are going to start the program. First, we are going to go for a wish to the Buddha Dhamma Sangha and observe precepts. Also, we will be chanting Parita, spreading loving kindness and the blessings to all beings. So everybody please chant with me. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Saṅgham saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Sadhu, sadhu. To observe the five precepts, say after me. I observe the precept of
I observe the precept of
abstaining from killing beings.
abstaining from killing beings.
I observe the precept of
I observe the precept of
abstaining from stealing.
abstaining from stealing.
I observe the precept of
I observe the precept of
abstaining from sexual misconduct.
abstaining from sexual misconduct.
I observe the precept of
I observe the precept of
abstaining from telling lies.
abstaining from telling lies.
I observe the precept of
I observe the precept of
abstaining from taking
abstaining from taking
intoxicating drinks and drugs.
intoxicating drinks and drugs.
I follow these precepts
I follow these precepts
for happiness in this life,
for happiness in this life,
for rebirth in heaven,
for rebirth in heaven,
and to realize the Four Noble Truths
and to realize the Four Noble Truths
in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation.
in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation.
So,
Sadhu,
so,
sadhu, sadhu.
let's chant the qualities of the Supreme Buddha, Supreme Dhamma, and the Supreme Sangha. Please chant with me. Itipiso bhagavaraham samma sambuddho vijacharana sampanno sugato lokavido anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati satta deva manussanam Buddha Bhagavati. Such indeed is the Blessed One, Arahant Worthy One, supremely enlightened, endowed with knowledge and virtue, follower of the noble path, knower of worlds, the peerless trainer of persons, teacher of gods and humans, the enlightened teacher, the blessed one. Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Sandittiko Akaliko Ehi Passiko Opanaiko Pacchatang Veditabbo Vinyohiti. Well taught by the Blessed One is the Dhamma, visible here and now, timeless, open to all, learned and applied to oneself, understood by the wise, each for himself. Supatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Ujjapatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho ඤායපටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ සාවක සංඝෝ සාමීචි පටිපන්නෝ භගවතෝ සාවක සංඝෝ යදිදං සත්තාරි පුරිස යුගානි අට්ඨ පුරිස පුග්ගලා ඒස භගවතෝ සාවක සංඝෝ පාහුනේයෝ දක්ඛිනේයෝ අංජලිකරණීයෝ අනුත්තරං පුඤ්ඤක්ඛෙත්තං ලෝකස්සාතේ. Of pure conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Of upright conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Of wise conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Of generous conduct is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. Those four pairs of persons, the 8 kinds of individuals, that is the order of disciples of the Blessed One. They are worthy of offerings, they are worthy of hospitality, they are worthy of gifts, they are worthy of reverential salutations, an incomparable field of merit for the world. Okay, now we are going to chant the Ratana Sutta, the jewel discourse, first chanted by and taught by the Blessed One, wishing long life, good health, happiness, and peace for all beings. So we are going to chant this Ratana Sutta, especially to receive the blessings of the Triple Gem, to have speedy recovery for everybody who is sick due to this pandemic, and also to share made with all beings, with the intention of blessing everybody. So please chant with me. Yanid bhutani samāgatani bummani vāyani antalikke sabbeva bhuta sumana bhavantu athopi sankacca sunantu bhasitang tasmahi bhutani sametha sabbe Mittang karotha manusiya pajaya divacharanto haranti baling tasmahini rakkata pamanta yang kinca vittang idhavahurang va sagge suayang ratanang panitang Nano samangati tathagatena idampi buddhe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvattiyoto kayang viragang amatang panitang yadajjaga sankhe muni samahito Nathena dhammena samathikinche idampi dhamme ratanang panitang etena saccena suvattiyoto yam buddha setto parivannai sucing samadhi manantarikanya Jati idampi dhamme ratanang panitang etena saccena suvattiyotu ye punggala atta satang pasantha චත්තාරි ඒතානි යුගානි හොන්ති තේ දක්ඛිනේයා සුගතස්ස ශාවකා ඒතේසු දින්නානි මහම්ඵලානි ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවන්ති හෝතු ये सुप्पयुत्था मनसा दल्लेन निकामिनो गौतमशासनं मे ते पत्तिपत्ता अमतं विगह्य लब्धा मुदा निभृतिं भुञ्जमाना इदम्पि सङ्घे रत्नं पनीतं एतेन सच्चेन सुवत्थियोतो यथिन्दखिलो पठविंसितोऽस्या चतुर्भिवातेभियसम्पकम्पयो तथोपमं सम्पुरिसं वदामि यो अर्यसच्चानि अविच्च पश्यति इदम्पि सङ्घे रत्नं पनीतं एतेन सच्चेन सुवन्ति होतु ये अर्य सञ्चानि विभावयन्ति गम्भीरपण्येन सुदेशितानि किञ्चापि ते हन्ति भुसम्पमत्ता न ते भवन्नठमङ्गादियन्ति इदम्पि सङ्घे रत्नं पनीतं एतेन सच्चेन सुवत्थियोतो सहावस्य दर्शन सम्पदाय तयस्सु धम्मा जयिता भवन्ति सक्काय दिट्ठि विचिकित्सितं च शीलब्धं वापि यदन्ति किञ्चित् चतुःपाये च विप्रमुक्तो चचाभिधानानि अभम्बोकातुम् इदम्पि सङ्घे रत्नं पनीतं एतेन सच्चेन सुवत्थियोतो किञ्चापि शोकं करोति पापकं कायेन वाचा उदचेतसा वा अभवोऽसोतस्य पटिच्छादाय अभवतादिच्छपदस्य वृत्ता इदम्पि सङ्घे रत्नं पनीतं एतेन सच्चेन सुवत्थियोतो वनफगुम्बे अथा पुष्सितङ्गे गिम्हानमासे पठमस्मिन् गिम्मे तथोपमं धम्मवरं अदेशै निब्बानगामिं परमं हिताय इदम्पि बुद्धे रत्नं पनीतं एतेन सच्चेन सुवन्थियोतो वरो वरन्यो वरदो वराहरो अनुत्तरो धम्मवरं अदेशै इदम्पि बुद्धे रत्नं पनीतं एतेन सच्चेन सुवत्थियोतो क्षीणं पुराणं नवं नत्थि सम्भवं विरक्तचित्ता आयतिके भस्मिन् ते क्षीणबीजा अविरुल्लिच्छन्दा निबन्ति धीरा यथायं प्रदीपो इदम्पि सङ्घे रत्नं पनीतं एतेन सच्चेन सुवत्थियोतो यानि भूतानि समागतानि भूमानि वायानि वन्तलिङ्गे तथागतं देवमनुष्यपूजितं Buddhang namasama suvatthi hoto yani da bhutani samagatani Dhammani vayani vantalinke tathagatan deva manussa pujitang Dhammang namasama suvatthi hoto yani da bhutani samagatani Dhammani vayani vantalinke tathagatan deva manussa pujitang Sanghang namasama suvatthi hoto. Whatever beings are assembled here, whether on the earth or in the sky, we respectfully worship the Buddha, honored by gods and humans. May there be well-being. Whatever beings are assembled here, whether on the earth or in the sky, we respectfully worship the Dhamma, honored by gods and humans. May there be well-being. Whatever beings are assembled here, whether on the earth or in the sky, we respectfully worship the Sangha, honored by gods and humans. May there be well-being. Etena satchena suatti hotu. By this truth, may there be well-being. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Next, we would like to take a moment for meditation guided by Bhante. Bhante, we are ready for meditation.
Sit comfortably with a relaxed body and relaxed mind. Now we are going to cultivate thoughts of compassion by doing Karuna meditation. We're going to develop these noble thoughts of harmlessness, thoughts of compassion, thoughts of loving kindness, and wishing well-being of others. When these noble thoughts are developed in somebody's mind, that person's bodily actions will be peaceful and wholesome. Verbal actions will be peaceful and wholesome. Also, mental actions will be peaceful and they will be wholesome thoughts. So that individual collects lots of good karma, accumulate merit to the life. So these thoughts are beneficial for oneself and beneficial for others as well. Beneficial for the entire society, entire world, and it's beneficial for all the visible and invisible beings. The person who develops these noble thoughts will not harm others, will not kill others. They'll be kind and nice and gentle to others. So let's develop Karuna meditation with thoughts of compassion and loving kindness. Please listen to me and think in this way. May I enjoy good health. May I enjoy long life. May I be free from mental suffering. May I be free from physical suffering. May no danger come to me. May whatever I have gained not be lost. May I live in peace. May my parents, my teachers, my relatives, and my friends enjoy good health. May they enjoy long life. May they be free from mental suffering. May they be free from physical suffering. May no danger come to them. May whatever they have gained not be lost. May they live in peace. May all beings in this city enjoy good health, enjoy long life. May they be free from mental suffering. May they be free from physical suffering. May no danger come to them. May whatever they have gained not be lost. May they live in peace. May all beings in this province enjoy good health. May they enjoy long life. May they be free from mental suffering. May they be free from physical suffering. May no danger come to them. May they live in peace. May all beings in this country enjoy good health. May they enjoy long life. May they be free from mental suffering. May they be free from physical suffering. May no danger come to them. May whatever they have gained not be lost. May all beings in this country live in peace. May all beings in this world enjoy good health. May they enjoy long life. May all beings in this world be free from mental suffering. May all beings in this world be free from physical suffering. May no danger come to them. May whatever they have gained not be lost. May all beings in this world live in peace. May all beings enjoy good health. May all beings enjoy long life. May all beings be free from mental suffering. May all beings be free from physical suffering. May whatever they have gained not be lost. May no danger come to anyone. May all beings live in peace. You may keep contemplating these thoughts of compassion for all beings. May all beings enjoy good health. May all beings enjoy long life. May all beings be free from mental suffering. May all beings be free from physical suffering. May no danger come to anyone. May whatever they have gained not be lost. May all beings live in peace. May all beings live in peace. May all beings live in peace. Slowly and gradually we end the meditation. Appreciating the instructions of a fully enlightened Buddha. Rejoicing in the powerful good karma of mental development. Sharing merit with all beings. Slowly and gradually end your meditation, please. Sad, sad, sad.
Thank you, Bhante, for guiding us in the meditation. Next, we are going to read some sutta led by some of our volunteers. We have 4 Kalyanamitas to volunteer today, and our first sutta reader is Kalyanamita Robert. Robert, you can.
Suryani, first, let's pay homage to the Blessed One again.
Okay.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Sadhu, sadhu. I also pay homage to my teacher, Lokaswami. Sadhu, sadhu.
Sadhu. Thank you. Thank you, Bhante.
Good.
So, Robert, if you are ready, you can unmute and start reading the sutta.
Namo Buddhaya. Today I will be reading Radiant. The mind is radiant. Monks, this mind is radiant, but it is filled by invading negative thoughts. An ordinary person who does not understand the Buddha's teaching does not realize this. So I say the ordinary person who does not understand the Buddha's teaching is not capable of developing his mind. Monks, this mind is radiant, and it is freed from invading negative thoughts. A noble disciple who understands the Buddha's teaching realizes this. So I say that the noble disciple who understands the Buddha's teachings is capable of developing his mind. Monks, if a monk cultivates a mind of loving kindness, even for as long as a finger snap, he's called as a monk who does not lack meditation, who follows the Buddha's instructions, who responds to the Buddha's advice and who does not eat the people's food in vain. How much more so for those who practice loving kindness longer. Monks, if a monk develops a mind of loving kindness, even for as long as a finger snap, he's called a monk who does not lack meditation, who follows the Buddha's instructions, who responds to Buddha's advice, and who does not eat the people's food in vain. How much more so for those who practice loving kindness longer. Monks, if a monk focuses on a mind of loving kindness, even for as long as a finger snap, he's called a monk who does not lack meditation, who follows the Buddha's instructions, who responds to the Buddha's advice, and who does not eat people's food in vain. How much more so for those who practice loving kindness longer.
And Robert, you continue reading?
Yes.
Okay.
Monks, whatever qualities are unwholesome, part of the unwholesome, on the side of the unwholesome, all of them are led by the mind. Mind arises first, and unwholesome qualities follow right behind. Monks, whatever qualities are wholesome, part of the wholesome, or on the side of the wholesome, all of them are led by the mind. Mind arises first, and wholesome qualities follow right behind. Monks, I do not see a single thing that gives rise to unwholesome qualities or makes unwholesome qualities decline. Wholesome qualities decline, like negligence in the practice of the Dhamma. When you're negligent in the practice of the Dhamma, unwholesome qualities arise and wholesome qualities decline. Monks, I do not see a single thing that gives rise to wholesome qualities or make unwholesome qualities decline, like diligence in the practice of the Dhamma. When you're diligent in the practice of the Dhamma, wholesome qualities arise and unwholesome qualities decline. Monks, I do not see a single thing that gives rise to unwholesome qualities or makes wholesome qualities decline, like laziness. When you're lazy, unwholesome qualities arise and wholesome qualities decline.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Robert, for your reading.
Robert, we rejoice in your Sutta reading, and we got to know amazing words of the Buddha. And you read lots of suttas about the mind, about wholesome objects that we can use to develop the mind. And how do you understand the importance of developing a mind? What do you think about that? What did you learn when you were studying those suttas?
It's good to think good thoughts in your mind.
What are some of the good thoughts that you learned from those suttas?
Helping others and not saying bad things, not thinking bad things, or doing bad things.
Yes, and did you realize that all these actions that, as you mentioned, are guided by the mind? Did you read that in one of the suttas?
Yes.
So the mind arises first, right? The Buddha said?
Yes.
So what does that mean? Like, what is the meaning of that Dhamma? Mind arises before we do something, before we say something. What is the meaning?
The mind starts the actions.
Yeah, so that the good or bad actions first arise in the mind, right?
Yes.
So don't we have a choice then whether to go ahead with that action or
yes.
Yeah, we have a control, right?
Yes.
Because when they arise in the mind, we can decide whether to implement it, whether to do actions
Yes.
with our body or speech, right?
Yes.
So isn't that a powerful a realization of the Buddha? Because some people think after they done something wrong, they think, oh, this is I am not responsible for this action. They think an external person, a creator, or somebody else is responsible for this. What do you think about this difference? Like Buddha says, you can always change your actions, right?
Yes.
So who is responsible then for one's actions?
Yourself.
Very good. That is how we understand the knowledge of the karma realized by the Buddha, because all the actions first arise in the mind as a thought. So we have the option of whether to continue with that action or not to do it, or to avoid doing that, right?
Yes.
Very good. And how about the Buddha highly praised about the thoughts of loving kindness? Did you read that? In some of the suttas, Buddha explained about a monk developing loving kindness, right?
Yes.
So did you see there the simile? The Buddha gives a simile. If someone cultivates a mind of loving kindness, even for as long as a finger snap,
Yes.
so that means it's for a very short time, right?
Yes.
So what kind of results are to be expected? Small results or big results?
Small results. Right. Sorry.
Yeah, like if you do loving kindness meditation, even for a very short time, Buddha says that you will receive lots of good karma, right?
Yes.
And how much more so for those who practice loving kindness longer? That's the, right? So encouraging.
Okay.
So you like to practice loving kindness meditation?
Yes.
Very good. And what are the benefits of doing loving kindness meditation?
Your mind is more clear.
Clear, and also you can control your anger, hatred, right?
Yes.
And do you like to apply these Buddha's teachings to your life?
Yes.
Very good. And we bless you. And by the power of this good karma of reading these beautiful suttas today, and all these Dhamma friends here learned beautiful things because you read these beautiful suttas. By the power of this good karma, may you enjoy long life, good health, and may you have lots of opportunities to collect new merits to your life and follow the Buddha's path to true happiness. Okay?
Okay. Sadhu. Sadhu.
Okay, Robert. Very good.
Okay.
Okay, we can go to the next sutta reading.
Yes.
Oh, before that, does anybody have questions about the suttas read by Robert? Anybody has any questions? Okay, I think we can go to the next sutta reading.
Yes. Our next sutta reader is Kalyanamita Hazel. And Hazel, please go ahead to read the sutta when you are ready.
Nama Budaya. Nama Budaya.
Yes,
Bhante.
Hazel. Yes, Hazel. Namo Buddhaya. You can start reading now.
Okay. King, what do we really have in this life? At the city of Sawati, seated to one side, King Pasenadi said to the Buddha, Bhante, does anybody who has been born have anything other than aging and death? Great King, for someone who has been born, there is nothing but aging and death. This is true even for famous kings, high caste people, or wealthy people who are rich, powerful, and prosperous. They have lots of money, lots of gold and silver, lots of property and wealth, lots of money and possessions. Yet for all of those who have been born, there's nothing but aging and death. Great king, there are enlightened monks who have removed completely all defilements, completed the spiritual journey, done what had to be done, laid down the burden of suffering, achieved their own goal, utterly ended the fetters of rebirth, and are rightly liberated through enlightenment. Even their bodies are liable to break up and be laid down. The Buddha. The fancy chariots of kings eventually wear out. These human bodies, too, get old, but noble virtues of grateful people never get old. This was said by the Buddhas.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you,
Sadhu.
Hazel.
We rejoice in your reading, Hazel. Very insightful words of the Buddha, words of wisdom, right? So what did you realize when you were studying this sutta?
I realized that anybody who has been born have nothing but aging and death. No matter if they are famous, wealthy, or have lots of money and gold, there's nothing but aging and death.
So that means they have to, leave everything behind and they have to go to the next life, right?
Yes.
They die, and did you see that more during this pandemic? How this sickness, death, and all these things kind of suddenly take everything, swallow everything, and people have to leave their loved ones, their wealth, their properties, and they die. Did you see that more?
Yes.
During this pandemic?
Yes.
So how do you apply these teachings to your life? Like, what is the lesson? Like, what are the noble qualities we can develop when we understand that we don't really own anything in this life? We have to leave everything behind. We have to go from this world. We will die one day. What are the noble qualities that we should cultivate when we think like that? Like, if we cannot own anything, if we cannot hold on to anything, can we still practice volunteering, helping others, generosity, being kind? Can't we use those noble qualities?
Yes, we could also practice doing good karma.
Because even though, as Buddha explains, even though we leave everything behind when we die, we take something with us to our future lives. And that you were reading that in the last stanza. What do we take with us? In the third line of the last stanza.
Noble virtues of grateful people never get old.
That is very important, right? So what are the some of the examples of noble virtues? How do you describe noble virtues? Of grateful people. Grateful people means like good people with good qualities, humble, good people. What are the noble virtues we can develop in our life?
We can practice doing good karma and doing merit.
Yeah, the actions of earning merit, right? Helping others, taking care of the parents, worshipping the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, worshipping the relics of the Buddha, right?
Yes.
Treating the sick people, taking care of them, and also helping anybody who needs something. We can practice giving and sharing. Did you see that at the same time when we see people, lots of people are leaving this world, lots of people are sick, due to this pandemic, did you also see lots of people helping others, giving things? Did you see that?
Yes, donations. Many
What did you see? What are the good things you saw during the pandemic?
People who are volunteering at hospitals and people who are donating money and clothing and food.
That's powerful, right? Yeah, so recently the We Care for You team in our monastery actually organized a blood donation campaign. So people with good hearts joined that campaign, and they donated blood, with the intention of saving lives. So they are very happy about that. And also we recently we started another project of so the people offered winter clothes, hats, gloves, comforts, and all these things. They donated to the monastery so that we will donate back them to the people who need them. So those are noble virtues, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so Buddha says noble virtues of grateful people never get old. That's a beautiful thing, beautiful words, because when everything gets old, Buddha says noble virtues of grateful people never get old. Right?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, Hazel, and you generated powerful good karma today, and that's another noble virtue to your list of noble virtues. That is reading these beautiful words. So many people were listening to your words, and they learned insightful words of the Buddha. So you generated powerful good karma, and we bless you. May you enjoy long life, good health, and achieve the true happiness shown by the Buddha. Okay, Hazel?
Yeah.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Hazel. And our next sutta reader is Kalenamita Excel. And Excel, you can start reading when you are ready.
Namo Buddhaya. Today I will be reading Itivuttaka 83, Buvanimita Sutta. Omens. The Buddha explains the signs before a god is about to pass away from heaven and what other gods say to encourage him. This discourse was taught by the Blessed One, taught by the Arahant, the fully enlightened Supreme Buddha. This is as I heard. Monks. When a god is about to pass away from the company of gods, 5 omens appear. His flower garlands wither, his clothes become soiled, sweat comes out of his armpits, his bodily radiance fades, and he no longer delights in his heavenly mansion. Monks, the gods, knowing from these omens that this god is about to pass away, they encourage him with 3 sayings. Go from here, friend, to the happy destination. Having gone to the happy destination, gain the best gain. Having gained the best gain, become firmly established in it. When that is said, a certain monk asked the Blessed One, Bhante, what is considered by the gods to be a happy destination? Bhante, what is considered by the gods to be the best gain? Bhante, what is considered by the gods to be firmly established in the best gain? Monks, obtaining human rebirth is considered by the gods to be the happy destination. Having become a human being, when he places confidence in the Dhamma and the code of discipline taught by the Tathagata, the Buddha, it is considered by the gods to gain the best gain. When that confidence is settled within him, firmly rooted, well established, and strong, and it is impossible for any recluse or Brahmin or God or Mara or Brahma or anyone else in this world to destroy his confidence. This is considered by the gods to be firmly established in this gain. This is the meaning of what the Blessed One said. So with regard to this, it was said, when a god passes away from the company of gods at the end of his lifespan, Other gods encourage him with three sayings. Go from here, friend, to the happy destination, to companionship with human beings. On becoming a human being, place unsurpassing confidence in the perfect Dhamma. Become firmly rooted and settled in that with confidence. When your confidence is well established in the well-taught perfect Dhamma, it cannot be destroyed by anyone as long as you live. Abandon bodily misconduct, verbal misconduct, mental misconduct, and whatever else is considered a fault. Do much wholesome deeds by body and speech. Do an immeasurable amount of pure wholesome deeds by mind as well. Collect much merit through generosity, which results in further future happiness. Establish other people in the Buddha's Dhamma and the noble practice. When the gods and know a god is about to pass away, out of compassion they encourage him, come back, dear God, again and again. This too is the meaning of what was said by the Blessed One. This is exactly as I heard.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Axel, for the beautiful reading.
We rejoice in your sutta reading, Axel. Isn't that a beautiful and interesting sutta?
It's one of my favorite. It's one of the ones I like.
Maybe it's favorite of many people, right? So, what do you think about the Buddha's knowledge about these gods? Like, doesn't Buddha know like everything? Like, Buddha can read God's minds, and what do you think about the Buddha's knowledge about other worlds?
I think like yeah, that's really cool. He can know about other worlds. We wouldn't know anything about them without the Buddha.
Exactly. Like that's why we say the Buddha is Sattva Deva Manussana. The Buddha is the teacher of gods and humans, right? Now we can see very clearly that Buddha had that amazing ability to be the great teacher of all humans and gods. So some people think gods are permanent; they never die. But when we learn Buddha's teachings, we learn some completely different reality, right? Do gods permanent according to the Buddha's knowledge of heavens?
No. According to him, everything is impermanent.
Yeah, everything is impermanent, and even gods pass away, right? And so these are the omens appear when gods pass away, right?
Yeah.
So other gods invite him. Other gods first advise him to be born as a human being because his lifespan is over in the heavenly world now. So they show the next best place for that god to go. What is the next best place after the heavenly world?
After the heavenly world?
After the heavenly world, what is the next better world? Like that is why these gods advise him to go to that world.
The human world.
Human world. So
according to the gods.
Yeah. So his lifespan is over now in the heaven. So his friends advise him, okay, now you cannot live here any longer because you are going to pass away. So you try to go to the next best world, the human world after the heavenly world, right? And they also advise him to gain the best gain. What is the best gain in the human world? When a human being comes to the human world, what is the best thing to gain? What is the best thing to achieve? Is that the beautiful houses, beautiful vehicles, properties. What is the best gain?
The best gain is so a lot of people are like, oh, I really wish I had this new car. Oh, I really wish I had this. But the one thing that gains you further happiness is learning the Dhamma.
Learning the Dhamma and gaining which? According to the sutta.
What the gods say is gaining gain.
The Buddha answered the question the monk asked, what is the best thing to gain in the human world?
Dhamma.
Yeah, can you read the sentence? The Buddha says about the best gain. See, the monk asks, Bhante, what is considered by the gods to be the best gain? And the Buddha answers,
having become a human being, when he places confidence in the Dhamma and the code of discipline taught by the Tathagata, the Buddha, it is considered by the gods to be the best gain.
Okay, very good. What is the best gain? Placing?
Confidence in the Tathagata, or the discipline of the Tathagata.
Very good.
Buddha.
That is the best gain. Confidence means Shraddha. Have you heard that word Shraddha?
It sounds familiar, but I don't quite remember it.
Yes, Shraddha means, have lots of respect about the Buddha's understanding, confidence. So that's the best gain. So even though one is poor, can't that person gain the best gain?
Yes, they can.
Yeah, how?
They could try to attend as many Dhamma sessions as they can. They could try to learn. They could try to learn off it. They can. They could like learn about generosity and all that stuff, and maybe apply definitely apply to the teachings to themselves.
Yeah. So there is no problem of gaining confidence, gaining Shraddha, developing respect towards the Buddha. The poverty is not a problem for that person, right? Yeah. And what is the meaning of firmly established in the best gain? That means when you have respect towards the Buddha, when you have that confidence, no one can change that. If no one can change that, that's your Shraddha is firmly established, right? Very good. And do you like to have that kind of confidence, that kind of Shraddha, or you like to have a Shraddha that anyone can change? What kind of Shraddha, what kind of respect you like to gain?
It's quite difficult to have a Shraddha that nobody can change. Like no amount of convincing can change your mind.
Very true. It's very, very difficult because people can change it. People can say different things and then you will lose Shraddha, right? So what are some of the things that help us to make strong our Shraddha? What are the things that can help?
Learn about what the Dhamma can do, learn about what it is, and learn the teachings yourself and apply them to your life. And you
very good, very good. When you do like that, you learn lots of Dhamma and you apply, especially when you apply those teachings to your life, when you see the results for yourself, no one can change your Shraddha, right? Because you see the benefits, you see the truth of the Buddha's words. So how can somebody change your Shraddha? Because you know this is the path to true happiness. There is no any other path. This is the amazing path. So then that Shraddha cannot be shaken, cannot be changed by anybody else. And you know, when that Shraddha is unshakable, you can attain the first stage of enlightenment. Did you know that?
Stream entrance, I believe, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's called extreme enterer. Very good. So what happens when somebody's Shraddha becomes unshakable and attain extreme enterer? What happens to that person? What is the biggest fortune? He will he be reborn in a bad place?
No, for I believe the next 7 lives, and then he will become enlightened.
Very good. That is how the Buddha taught. And sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We again rejoice in your sutta reading, a beautiful sutta with beautiful, powerful messages of the Buddha. So we learned new things from this Pubbanimitha Sutta, and we bless you, Axel. May you enjoy long life, good health, and have lots of opportunities to collect new merits to your life, experience happiness in this very life, and attain the amazing bliss of Nibbana, the freedom from suffering with the teachings of the Buddha.
Sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Axel, for the great and beautiful reading. And our last sutta readers will be Glennis, Kalyamita Glennis. And Glennis, when you're ready, you can unmute and start reading.
Namo Buddhaya. I'll be reading The Rainy Cloud. The Buddha explains 3 kinds of people existing in the world. This discourse was taught by the Blessed One, taught by the Arahant, the fully enlightened Supreme Buddha. This is as I heard. Monks, these 3 kinds of persons are found existing in the world. What 3? One like a cloud without rain, one who reigns locally, and one who reigns everywhere. Now, monks, what kind of person is like a cloud without rain? Monks, this is a person who does not give food, drink, clothing, vehicles, garlands, scents, lotions, beds, lodging, or lighting to anyone, not monks, nuns, or Brahmins, and not to the poor, the homeless, and the needy. Monks, this is a person who is like a cloud without rain. Now, monks, what kind of person is like a cloud that rains locally? Monks, this is a person who gives food, drink, clothing, vehicles, garlands, scents, lotions, beds, lodging, and lighting to some monks, nuns, or Brahmins, to some of the poor, the homeless, and the needy, and not to others. Monks, this is a person who is like a cloud that rains locally. Now, monks, what kind of person is like a cloud that rains everywhere? Monks, this is a person who gives food, drink, clothing, vehicles, garlands, scents, lotions, beds, lodging, and lighting to all monks, nuns, and Brahmins, as well as to the poor, the homeless, and the needy. Monks, this is a person who is like a cloud that rains everywhere. Monks, there are 3 kinds of people that are existing in the world. This is the meaning of what the Blessed One said. So with regard to this, it was said, a certain person does not share the food and drinks he has gained with the monks, nuns, Brahmins, the poor, the homeless, and beggars. This kind of lowest person is called a cloud with no rain. A certain person gives gifts to some people and not others. The wise people call him one who reigns locally. A person who is responsive to requests and compassionate towards all that distributes gifts delightedly, saying, give them, give. That person is like a great storm cloud, resounding, thundering, raining, filling with water, and drenching all over the earth. He earns his wealth honestly through his own effort. He satisfies those in need with food and drink. This too is the meaning of what was said by the Blessed One. This is exactly as I heard. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, Glennis, we rejoice in your sutta reading. Isn't that a beautiful sutta about giving and sharing?
Yes, it's a good metaphor, Bhante.
Yeah, so how did you, what did you understand when you were studying the sutta?
It's important to not just, well, first to give, but when you are giving, not to give to just certain, let's say, Bhantes or certain nuns and Brahmins, and not only to just some poor people or maybe some donations, etc., but to include all of them and be generous with all of them.
Yeah. So have you seen some people, because they don't know this sutta, they try to kind of, when they see some, let's say, homeless people, when they see some children or some, they conclude, oh, they are honest. So then they try to give. and then they conclude about some other homeless people. Oh, we shouldn't give them, they are cunning people or whatever, you know. So, but when we read the words of the Buddha, I think it's not a good idea to conclude like that, and we should give only to these people, not for other people, right?
Yes, I think when you see a homeless person and they're on the street versus like you're giving to a monk, right? Maybe people have their own thoughts of why they're homeless, etc., and maybe they don't deserve it. But I think we should give to anyone that's in need or that we see that we come across.
Yeah, that's the word of the Buddha, right? Imagine that knowledge of the Buddha about the karma you can gain when you give like that limitlessly, without concluding, without judging people. It's a powerful message for the entire world, right? And what do you think about this simile about the giver?
About the rain?
Yeah.
I think it's very easy to kind of understand, right? It's something that happens throughout the weather. So I think anyone can also relate to this. And hopefully they can see that the person's at like a great storm cloud, they can follow in their footsteps. Usually if you see someone being generous, you also want to follow because it does feel good, right? And you know that you're getting merits. But maybe some people don't know that they're also gaining merits and good karma, but yeah.
But still, you know that it's beneficial for the receiver.
Correct.
Yeah, that's a good way of understanding it. At least if you don't know about karma, you can at least you can see how beneficial it is for the receiver. Correct. And also after the receiver benefits from it, you can see the joy and happiness in your heart, understanding that you
friends are happy once someone gives something.
Yeah. And have you seen people like this? What is that last rain cloud that rains all over the earth, right? Have you seen those kind of people?
Yes, I think there's a lot of opportunities to have good merits, not only to like maybe donate food to the monks, but also I think this time of year, a lot of people are collecting donations for their charities. So even at work, we do have different charities that we also donate to. And yeah, I think there's people that definitely always go to the temple to donate food, right? Especially for the monks during this time. I know it's difficult with the pandemic, but they're always there to drop off the food. So I think there's a lot of Kalyana Metta that we can see that they are very generous consistently.
Yeah, so they are praised by the Buddha. They are praised by the wise, right? Okay, very good. And again, we rejoice in your sutta reading, and people learned about new lessons, how to practice generosity, giving and sharing without unnecessary judging and all these limitations, without limits, without judging others. Buddha encourages us to give everybody who needs something. So that's the perfect way to practice giving and sharing. So yes, we rejoice in your sutta reading, and we bless you. May you enjoy long life, good health, and follow the path to true happiness as shown by the Buddha.
Sadhu, sadhu,
sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. Anumodana Glenis, thank you for the beautiful sharing. And Bhante, and that concludes all the sutta readings for today. And
okay, does any Kalyana Mittas have any questions, anything you want to know about the sutta readings today? I think we learned lots of suttas today already.
Yes, Bhante, I have a question.
May I know your name?
Oh, it's Harry.
Harry, there's some problem with the mic.
Oh,
some
really?
echo. There's some echoing.
Okay. Is it better now, Bhante?
Yeah, no, better.
Sorry, Bhante. Okay. Regarding the sutta.
Suryani, you can stop the screen sharing. Okay, go ahead, Harry, with your question.
Regarding the sutta on the omens, the one read by Axel, I'm just wondering, why is it the advice for the gods who is going who is passing away, that it's better for them to go next to the human world and not to, instead not to advise that hopefully they can go to a higher Brahma world, or why is it can't the gods get fully enlightened by removing all the feathers in the heavenly world so that they
while living in the heaven?
No, I mean, my question is, why is it that the advice is to come back to this human world wherein there are more sufferings, right? So,
well, the reason, yeah, your question is clear. The reason is the gods already have seen that his lifespan is over in heaven. That's good karma to remain in heaven is over. That's why he is going to pass away. So there is no point of advising him to remain in that heaven, because he's going to pass anyway. He's going to pass away soon, because those are the omens of passing away of a god. So the possible place for him to be reborn is the human world. It's like this. When my teacher was explaining this sutta, Luxans explains like this, like when we advise our friends, if they fail from something, we try to advise them, okay, try to get at least this other thing. Like we show something else that is at least somewhat beneficial for our friend. He cannot gain the best thing because he already failed of gaining it. So as a kind friend, as a genuine friend, that's what we would do. So in the same way, the God, the other friendly gods advise him, okay, now since you are going to pass away, your merit is over to remain in the heavenly world, at least try to go to human world. That's the next best option.
No way for him to elevate more to a higher Brahma world.
No,
so maybe
because
okay.
they have seen that if his merit is over, even to stay in the heavenly world, there is no point of asking him to go to a higher world, because his merit is, they have seen that his merit is exhausted now to remain in a higher place. And also, he was unable to attain higher stages of enlightenment while staying in heaven. That's why they asked him to at least to become a stream entrant when you go to the human world. That's the best gain, to gain the confidence and then become established in that confidence by becoming a stream entrant, because he couldn't do that when he was in the heaven.
So and Bhante, this God probably did not further further develop, further get rid of other feathers so that he can go higher, right?
Yeah, that's what we can understand.
I see. Last one question, Bhante. I remember somebody told me that it's only in the human world that somebody in the human beings, in the human world can get fully enlightened, and not in the heavenly world. Is that right or wrong?
No, that's you know that. You give me the answer.
Somebody
you have learned the suttas for a long time now. You give the answer.
But Bhante, I was thinking that somebody in the Brahma world, he can also become enlightened, right? If he practiced. But why is it?
Is that the way you learned from the Buddha? Yeah. Well, so the Brahmas can become enlightened, right? So then yes, you have the answer. You have the answer. Human world is not the only place that people can attain enlightenment. Brahmas can attain enlightenment too.
This is very clear now. Thank you, Bhante.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, so let's go to the topic sutta today, which is about the Buddha's words on the dana of a noble disciple. So I have the two suttas on this topic today. I have chosen two suttas. First, let's read this sutta, and this is dana given by not an ordinary woman, but by a non-returner. Her name is Velukantaki Nandamata, and you can see how a non-returner practice giving and sharing. So first we are going to learn that sutta. So let me share the screen here. And the name of this sutta is Chalangadana Sutta. Again, you will see here how a noble disciple practiced generosity on one occasion, and she was a non-returner, attaining the third stage of enlightenment. Who is going to read? Any Kalyanamittas to read?
Sure, Bhante.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you, Bhante. On one occasion, the Blessed One was staying near Saviti in Jeta's Grove, Anathapindika's monastery. And on that occasion, the lay woman, Velakantaki, Nanda's mother, had established a donation endowed with 6 factors for the community of monks headed by Sariputta and Mahamoggallana. The Blessed One saw with his divine eye, surpassing the human, that the lay woman, Velukandaka, Nanda's mother, had established a donation endowed with 6 factors for the community of monks headed by Sariputta and Moggallana. On seeing this, he addressed the monks. Monks, the lay woman, Velukandaka, Nanda's mother, has established a donation endowed with 6 factors for the community of monks headed by Sariputta and Moggallana. And how is a donation endowed with 6 factors? There is the case where there are the 3 factors of the donor, the 3 factors of the recipients.
Very good. Virija, in your reading Gita.
Thank you, Bhante.
Very good. So you can see here how fortunate she was. Velukantaki Nandamata, she got the opportunity to offer the dana to the Sariputta Bhante and Moggallana Bhante, the chief disciples of the Buddha, Arahant Bhantes, enlightened Bhantes, and also I think about 500 Bhantes headed by chief disciples. And there is another sutta where you can learn more information about this dana preparation. Actually, one of the four great kings, gods, God Vessavana, I think, helped Nandamata to offer this dana. That God was the one who told about the arrival of 500 monks headed by Sariputta and Moggallana Bhante to her village. And the God also mentioned that nobody has taken the opportunity to offer the dana for tomorrow's dana for those Bhantes. So there's a great opportunity, very rare opportunity for you to give the dana to Sariputta Bhante and Moggallana Bhante and also 500 other monks. And then you can share merit with me. That God asked Nandamata to share merit with God after the dana. You can see some people question like how gods collect merit. You can see this is a very good example. They also collect merit by helping humans to good things, and in return they receive merit. So and she was very happy to hear the news that nobody has taken the opportunity to offer the tomorrow's dana for those Bhantes, and she quickly prepared the dana. In few hours, she managed to prepare the dana for 500 Bhantes, and she offered the dana with much respect, and Buddha was far away that day, but Buddha saw with the Buddha's divine eye what was happening there, and Buddha was explaining about the power of that dana. As a non-returner, she was giving the dana, and the receivers were the Sangha, the disciples of the Buddha. And Buddha saw there are how many factors of the dana?
3, Bhante.
No, wrong.
6 factors.
6 factors.
3 with the donor, though, and 3 with the
donor,
recipient. Yes,
3
and
with
3 with the
recipient.
recipient. Yes.
Yeah. So okay, very good. So now we are going to learn about those 6 factors. Who is going to read next?
Bhante, I will read.
Okay, Barry.
And, excuse me, and which are the 3 factors of the donor? There is the case where the donor, before giving, is glad. While giving, her mind is bright and clear, and after giving is gratified. These are the 3 factors of the donor. And which are the 3 factors of the recipients? There is the case where the recipients are free of passion or are practicing for the subduing of passion, free of aversion or practicing for the subduing of aversion, and free of delusion or practicing for the subduing of delusion. These are the 3 factors of the recipients. Such are the 3 factors of the donor, the 3 factors of the recipients, and this is how a donation is endowed with 6 factors.
Sadhu. We rejoice in your reading, very beautiful. So Buddha explains about the 6 factors of her dana, 3 factors from her side. And what are those 3 factors? Pubbeva dana sumano. That is the first one. Pubbeva dana sumano. Before giving, she is glad, she is happy. She is extremely happy about the opportunity while she was preparing the dana, arranging the seats for the Bhantes, before giving dana, she maintains a happy, pleasant, confident heart, happy mind. That is the first factor. So now you can see these are beautiful factors of the minds of noble disciples, especially when they give dana, they maintain this happy mind. And not only noble disciples, you can see in general a lot of people who maintain that happy mind before they help somebody in the society. Lots of volunteers with a happy mind. They they arrange things. They do fundraising campaigns for the to help others with a very happy mind. So that is Buddha is explaining about that. So that means it's not because of fear that you are going to help somebody. It's not because of following certain tradition. It's not because you want to gain fame, you want to become famous, you want to become popular. That's not the reason behind your giving. You just have a happy mind about thinking that how the receiver is going to benefit from your act of kindness. Ubbeva dana sumano. And Buddha explains the second factor from the giver's side. Dadang chittang pasadeti. Dadang chittang pasadeti. Okay, now Bhantes have arrived. She worshipped them and asked them to be seated respectfully. And she started serving food with her own hands into those 500 Bhante's balls. And when she think about that, she's overjoyed. She's extremely happy, offering rice and curry, ball after ball, thinking about the qualities of the Bhantes, the Supatipanna quality, Ujjupatipanna quality, Nyayapatipanna quality, Samechipatipanna quality, Ahuneya, Pahuneya, Dakhineya, Anjali Karaniya, Anuttaram Punyakettan Lokasa quality, thinking about all these qualities. What a rare opportunity I have gained here. Is even the sight of monks is very rare in this samsara. So I got this rare opportunity, and also thinking about the results of this powerful good karma, offering dana to the sangha. Buddha explains it's you gain more results by offering dana to the sangha, the whole community of monks, than the results you gain by offering dana to the Supreme Buddha. The merit of offering to the Sangha surpasses the merit of giving to a Buddha, giving to a Pacheka Buddha. That's how Buddha explains about the karma. So she's thinking about these karma results, benefits, and also we are going to learn from the next sutta the special mindset of a noble disciple that he or she maintains while giving. Special mindset that will directly support the attainments of stages of enlightenment. So she knows that this merit definitely will help her to attain the last stage of enlightenment, Nibbana, Arahantship. So that's the mindset, that's the happy mind she maintains while giving. Dadan chittang pasaditi. And the third factor from the giver's side is that dattva attamanohoti. Dattva attamanohoti. So her mind is bright and clean after giving. Yeah, while giving, his mind is bright and clear. That's the second one. And then after giving, he or she is gratified, happy, joyful about the action he or she performed. Reflecting on the action, giving and sharing, generosity, such a rare quality in the world. So I got that opportunity to practice that in my heart and generate powerful good karma. And Sangha benefited from my action. And I helped the Sangha's long life, good health. And because of my support, the Sangha will practice the spiritual path peacefully. It spread these amazing teachings with others. So thinking about all these benefits of her action, she's happy. Even after, after a week, after a month, after a year, or any time for the rest of her life, she can still generate amazing good karma because she can practice this third one. After giving, she's happy. That means no remorse, no regret after helping somebody, after making a donation, after helping, supporting a charity, after doing something good, after helping somebody, after giving something to somebody, no remorse, no regret at all. If somebody feels regret or remorse after giving a gift to somebody, to the Sangha or to somebody else, that affects the results of the good karma. So if somebody maintains happiness in all these three occasions, before giving, while giving, and after giving, that is the best way to maximize the results of good karma. So Buddha realized that she maintained these beautiful qualities on these three occasions, before giving, while giving, and after giving. So she was so fortunate. And then we are going to learn about we already learned, right? The three factors of the recipients. So in this case, the recipient is the Sangha. So What are the qualities of the Sangha here? The recipients are free from passion. That means vitaraga, vitaragi. They have abandoned desire, lust, craving, attachment for everything in the world. Either they have completely abandoned them or they are practicing for the abandoning of desire, craving. That is the first factor. Second factor is they either have abandoned anger or they are practicing the path to abandon anger, vita dosi, or vita dosattaya patipanna. They are practicing the path to abandon that one day. That is the second factor. And the third one is they either have completely abandoned delusion, vita mohi, or they are practicing the path to abandon delusion and to gain wisdom. So now you can see here this, the receiver side is either the arahants, the liberated monks, or the Sangha who is practicing the path to become liberated, right? So in her dana, these three factors from the receiver side also was present. So that's amazing. And then Buddha explains about the results of that dana. Who is going to read?
Bhante, may I?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not easy to take the measure of the merit of a donation, thus endowed with 6 factors, as just this much a bonanza of merit, a bonanza of what is skillful, a nutriment of bliss, heavenly, resulting in bliss, leading to heaven, that leads to what is desirable, pleasing, charming, beneficial, pleasant. It is simply reckoned as a great mass of merit, incalculable, immeasurable. Just as it is not easy to take the measure of the great ocean as just this many buckets of water, just this many hundreds of buckets of water, just this many thousands of buckets of water, or just this many hundreds of thousands of buckets of water. It is simply reckoned as a great mass of water, incalculable, immeasurable. In the same way, it is not easy to take the measure of the merit of a donation thus endowed with 6 factors as just this much a bonanza of merit, a bonanza of what is skillful, a nutriment of bliss, heavenly, resulting in bliss, leading to heaven, that leads to what is desirable, pleasing, charming, beneficial, pleasant. It is simply reckoned as a great mass of merit, incalculable, immeasurable. Before giving, glad. While giving, the mind is bright and clear. Having given, one is gratified. This is the consummation of the sacrifice, free of passion, free of aversion, free of delusion, without fermentation. The consummation of the field of the sacrifice, one restrained, leading the holy life. Having rinsed oneself, having given with one's own hands, then, because of oneself, because of the other, that is a sacrifice yielding great fruit. Having given thus intelligent, a person of conviction, with awareness released, reappears wise in a world of bliss unalloyed.
Sad, sad, sad.
Sadhu, sadhu.
That's how she generated immeasurable, incalculable merit, right? Because the dana had 6 factors. That's called Chalangika dana, the dana with 6 factors. So that's how one of the noble disciples, a very famous noble disciple, a non-returner, Nandamata, Velukantaki Nandamata, gave a dana one day, and Buddha explained about the results and the factors that contained in that dana. One more sutta for today's this sutta discussion. And yeah, so this one is about what kind of mindset that you need to have as a noble disciple to gain the so that the merit will directly support you in attaining the stages of enlightenment. Another Kalanamita to read?
Bhante, I can read.
Okay, is that Ben?
Yes, Bhante.
Please go ahead.
A very fruitful gift. At one time, the Buddha was staying near Champa on the banks of the Kagara lotus pond. Then several lay followers of Champa went to the Venerable Sariputta, bowed, sat down to one side and said to him, "Sir, it's been a long time since we heard a Dhamma talk from the Buddha. It would be good if we got to hear a Dhamma talk from the Buddha." "Well then, Reverence, come on the next Sabbath day. Hopefully you'll get to hear a Dhamma talk from the Buddha." "Yes, sir," they replied. Then they rose from their seats, bowed to Sariputta, and respectfully circled them before leaving. Then on the next Sabbath, the lay followers of Champa went to the Venerable Sariputta, bowed and stood to one side. Then they went together with Sariputta to the Buddha, bowed and sat down to one side. Sariputta said to the Buddha, "Sir, could it be that someone gives a gift and it's not very fruitful or beneficial, while someone else gives exactly the same gift and it's very fruitful and beneficial?" "Indeed it could, Sariputta." "Sir, what is the cause? What is the reason for this?" "Sariputta, take the case of someone who gives a gift as an investment, the mind tied to it, expecting to keep it, thinking, 'I'll enjoy this in my next life.' They give to ascetics or Brahmins such things as food, drink, clothing, vehicles, garlands, fragrance, and makeup, and bed, housing, and lighting. What do you think, Sariputta? Don't some people give gifts in this way?" "Yes, sir." "Sariputta, someone who gives a gift as an investment, when the body breaks up after death, is reborn in the company of the gods or the four great kings. When that deed, success, fame, and sovereignty is spent, they return to this state of existence. Next, take the case of someone who gives a gift not as an investment, their mind not tied to it, not expecting to keep it, and not thinking, 'I'll enjoy this in my next life.' But they give a gift thinking, 'It's good to give.' They give a gift thinking, 'Giving was practiced by my father and my father's father. It would not be right for me to abandon this family tradition.' They give a gift thinking, 'I cook, they don't. It wouldn't be right for me not give to them.' They give a gift thinking, 'The ancient Brahmin hermits were Attaka, Vamaka, Vamadeva, Visamita, Yamadagi, Angirasa, Bharadvaja, Vasetta, Kasapa, and Bagu. Just as they perform great sacrifices, I will share a gift.' They give a gift thinking, 'When giving this gift, my mind becomes clear and I become happy and joyful.' They don't give a gift thinking, 'When giving this gift, my mind becomes clear and I become happy and joyful.' They give a gift thinking, 'This is an adornment and requisite for the mind.' They give to ascetics or Brahmins such things as food, drink, clothing, vehicles, garlands, fragrance, and makeup, and bed, housing, and lighting. What do you think, Sariputta? Don't some people give gifts this way?" "Yes, sir." "Sariputta, someone who gives gifts, not for any other reason but thinking, 'This is an adornment and requisite for the mind,' when the body breaks up after death, is reborn among the gods of Brahma's host. When that deed, success, fame, and sovereignty is spent, they are a non-returner. They do not return to this state of existence. This is the cause, this is the reason why someone gives a gift and is not very fruitful or beneficial, while someone else gives exactly the same gift and it's very fruitful and beneficial."
Sadhu, sadhu. We rejoice in your reading, Ben. It's a long sutta. So here you can see the Buddha explains about different intentions of people. Before they give a gift to somebody, they have different intentions in their mind. And because of their intention, some gifts give fruitful results and some gifts do not give fruitful results. some results are greater than the others, right? So what are these different intentions of givers? Some people think, I will enjoy this in my life, in my next life. Okay. And some people think it is good to give. That's why I give. Some people think giving was practiced by my father's father. It is a tradition, right? And I should not forget that tradition. So I also should give. Some people think, oh, these monks and nuns, they don't cook, but I cook. So it's not good for me to not give to them. So I should give them, right? That's the intention. Some people think this is like there were ancient sadhus, rishis, and these Brahmins, famous Brahmins. They also practice generosity. So I'll follow their path. Some people think when giving this gift, my mind becomes clear and I become happy and joyful. I'm happy when I give. So that's the mindset they have. So Buddha explains, whoever gives a gift, so somebody with this intention, these intentions, the result will not be fruitful. When that, and they will be reborn in heaven, when that deed, success, fame, and sovereignty is spent, they will receive lots of happy things in heaven. But when that good karma, the result is over, when it is spent, they return to this state of existence. Agami ittatta. They will come back to the sense realm. They will be born again as humans, or possible to go to global destinations. Anyway, they will go back, return to this existence. But among all these givers who have different intentions before giving, there are some people who have an advanced intention. When they try to give, before they give, they have this intention. This is an adornment and requisite for the mind. That means, may the result of this good karma of giving help me to develop my mind to attain Nibbana. That is the mindset they have. And Buddha explains, they are reborn in the Brahma world, because when at the same time when they have this mindset, they are in the path, the spiritual path, the Noble Eightfold Path. That's why they have this intention in the first place. So with these intentions, making merit and also following the Noble Eightfold Path, they are reborn in the Brahma world. And they are, even though the karma result is spent there, achieving success, fame, and sovereignty in the Brahma world, they will not return to this existence. They will not return to the sensory realm. They will go to higher worlds. They will become non-returners. They do not return to this state of existence. You see the difference? Intention makes the difference. And also, how those noble disciples gain that intention is because their focus is on attaining the stages of enlightenment. So even at the time of giving, practicing generosity, making merit, that ultimate goal comes into their mind. That's how they maintain that. Sadhu, sadhu. Geeta, you have a question?
Yes, Bhante. So, for example, before you give, while you're giving, and after giving to the Mahasangha or people in need, if we form in our mind the formulation to awaken that by this meritorious deed may all the obstacles in the Noble Eightfold Pathway be cleared for all beings, so that we may awaken to that supreme bliss of Nibbana. So that would be sort of thinking in the right direction to awaken.
It's basically not thinking about other beings' enlightenment, is just focusing on your spiritual path. You think your intention is that may this merit support me to attain Nibbana.
Nibbana.
Yeah, it's about your spiritual path.
But I mean, out of compassion, you can think of all your.
You can always share merit. You can always share merit. You are not losing anything.
Yeah, like your parents, you know, and even the Mahasangha, your teachers.
Yeah, right? You can have that grateful thought, thankful thought for everybody. Like that's a natural thing for anybody. When they achieve something in their life, they always recollect the people who have helped them. Yeah.
Thanks, Bhante.
Good. Does anybody have any questions? So today we learned so many suttas on so many different topics, didn't we? We should be grateful for all the kids who read the beautiful suttas and all the Kalyanamitas who read beautiful suttas. Sally, you have a question?
Yes, Bhante. Earlier in the first sutta, we read about the 6 factors on a donation. So the 6 are for 3 of the donor and 3 of the recipients. I understand about the 3 recipients, like, you know, when it's because it's related to the person that gave, right? But for the factors of recipients, it's nothing that we cannot control, right? So is that something that we should like worry or not? Like, you know.
Okay, I understand your question. That's a very good thing. I forgot to mention about that. So even though you are a recipient or you are the receiver of your gift does not qualify or does not possess these 3 factors mentioned in that specific sutta, you still gain amazing merits. You still gain amazing merit. Buddha explains, like, if there is an animal who is hungry and you have an opportunity to help that animal, you give food to that animal, you help that animal, and you gain great merits. And you see somebody, an immoral person with evil qualities who is not keeping 5 precepts, is still, if that person is hungry, if that person needs something, help that person, give that person, give food and drinks to that person, you are going to gain merits, right? And Buddha explains, let alone giving to the people who keep 5 precepts, who practice noble qualities, who practice wholesome qualities, the results are going to be immeasurable. So definitely you can earn results by giving to the receivers who who are not included in this explanation here, as such the receivers who have abandoned desire, anger, and delusion, or who are practicing the path to abandon them. You still make merits. But here Buddha explains in this specific sutta, Chalangadana Sutta, is that in order to gain the most powerful merit of giving, these 6 factors should come together. So the one thing we can learn is that if the Sangha is available in the world, if the Sangha is present in the world, that is a very rare opportunity for the donors, for the givers to earn immeasurable merit, incalculable merit, greatest merits by practicing giving and sharing. You understand, Sally, now?
Yes, Bhante.
Yeah, no need to worry. No need to worry. Even you don't sometimes meet a receiver with these qualities, you can still have a happy mind, beautiful mind, like that, thinking that Buddha even has praised even to giving a gift to an animal. So if Buddha praised even giving to an animal, I don't need to worry about receivers. But if I get a receiver who possess these qualities, I am so fortunate. So I should not miss this opportunity. I think that's the best way to think.
I see. Thank you, Bhante. Anumodana.
Okay, Suryani, I think lots of people benefited from your Dhammadana today. You organized this Dhammadana program with honest intentions of sharing the pure teachings of the Buddha, the amazing words of the Buddha with Kalyanamitas and with everybody. You generated the amazing good karma by giving Dhammadana, the best of giving, the best gift in the world, as Buddha explains, the giving the Dhamma. Dhammadana is the best gift. So now is the time for Suryani to do the merit sharing.
Yes, Bhante. Thank you, Bhante, again for these two beautiful sutta, which are very meaningful to us while we practice the generosity. It provides a better understanding how we, practice generosity to a noble disciple. Yes, next we are going to do merit sharing, Bhante. And there are 3 families today. Let me share the screen.
Yeah, you can share the screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so today we generated powerful good karma by going for refuge to the triple gem, observing precepts, chanting the qualities of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, chanting the Ratana Sutta, sharing blessings with all beings, and also practice Karuna meditation. And lots of kids generated good karma by reading the words of the Buddha, sutta reading, and also Kalyanamitas generated good karma by reading suttas, asking questions, and we all generated good karma by discussing the Dhamma, and also Suryani by organizing this Dhammadana program. And many people helping in many ways, also Indonesian fellowship friends organizing this program, inviting friends. So in many ways, we all generate powerful good karma, and now we can share this good karma. First of all, with my teacher, Lukuswami Mahanse, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We also share merit with all the heavenly beings, sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And we especially share merit with Suryani and Glennis departed relatives. Father-in-law Iriasno Supardi, Tandy, Johnny Supardi, and all other past and present departed relatives. We share merit with all the departed relatives, and also beloved aunt of Julius, Susana Devi, who passed away September 25 this year. And also we share merit with Si Bihong, beloved father and mother-in-law.
Unju Arman.
Unju Arman, brother-in-law, Brahan Arman, beloved father Lian Jin Kim, and other relatives and friends who already passed away. So recollect their kindness, how they helped you, and their good qualities. And we share all the merit with these departed fathers, mothers, all the relatives. By the power of this good karma, may they enjoy happiness, peace, and may they always have the opportunity to listen to these teachings, and may they also attain end of suffering. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Bhante.
And we also share merit with our parents who are alive, our teachers, and also all the Kalyanamitas with all beings in the world, especially who are sick due to this pandemic. May they achieve speedy recovery. May they enjoy long life, good health. And we also share merit with Suryani and her daughter Glennis. May they, both of them, enjoy long life, good health, and may they always associate with Kalyanamitas and have the opportunity to collect more and more merits to their life and attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We also share merit with the president of Indonesian fellowship community, and also with all the members in the Indonesian community group, and all the Kalyanamitas who joined the program today. May all of you enjoy long life, good health, happiness and peace, and always have the association of Kalyanamitas, opportunity to listen to the teachings of the Buddha, and follow the Noble Eightfold Path and attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, Bhante. So next, we will be asking for forgiveness from Bhante and then also sharing the merit with Bhante. Okasa Baundami Bhante.
Sukhihotu.
Mayang Katang Punyang Samina Anumodi Tabang.
Sadhu, sadhu, anumodami.
Samina Katang Punyang Mayang Databang.
Sadhu, sadhu, anumodeta.
Sadu Sadu Anumodami Okasa Dwaratena Katang Sabang Asayang Kamatami Bhante.
Kamami kamitabang.
Okasa Kamami Bhante. Dutiyampi Okasa Kamami Bhante. Tatiyampi Okasa Kamami Bhante.
Sukhihotu, sukhihotu. Abhivadan silis nichang vadhavachayino. Chattaro dhamma vaddanti ayuvanno sukham balang. Ayurarogya sampatti, sagga sampatti mevacha. Ato nibbana sampatti, iminati samijjatu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Bhante. Namo Buddhaya.
Thank you
Sukhihotu.
for teaching us, Bhante. Thank you for teaching the Dhamma.
Sukhihotu. May the triple gem bless you all.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Bhante.
Bhante.
Thank
Be
you,
well, be
Buddhaya.
safe,
Thank you,
Bhante.
Bhante.
Be safe.
Be safe in
Thank you,
Winnipeg.
Bhante.
Jaya.
Thank you,
Namo Buddhaya.
Bhante.
Thank
Namo
you,
Buddhaya.
Bhante.
Dear Dhamma friends, once again, thank you for our volunteers and your participation today. May this merit be a supportive condition for the eradication of our defilement and attainment of Nibbana. May all of you be well and happy. May all beings be happy and free from suffering. See you again in our next Dhamma program. Have a good evening.